probably wondering how I got here, right? Seriously, like why the f did I move to Mexico of all places? Well, let me show you. Hey baby boo, I'll race you to the moving floor. I'm so f***ing fast. Back, baby. So besides the flex-worthy Instagram stories, I moved to Mexico for a few reasons. But first, you need some backstory. So for my 24th birthday, a group of friends and I booked flights to Cancun, found a random hostel to stay at, and had no real game plan other than getting as inebriated as possible. But somewhere along the way, I met and fell in love with a local. That was smart. We spent the next 2.5 years in a long-distance relationship and the following 3 years in Canada getting her PR in order. Flash forward to 2 months ago, her permanent residency finally got approved, and it was time to get the f*** out of Canada before the 6-month dead period known as winter. So welcome to Puerto Vallarta. We drove down from Guadalajara last week for a quick 10-day content trip. And while we're here, I thought it'd be a good time to kind of break down the reasons why I moved here to Mexico in the first place. So reason number one, you may have guessed it, the weather. I hate winter ever since I haven't been able to snowboard consistently. Winter's kind of died to me, and hence why I moved to Mexico. The winter is honestly perfect here. It's not too hot, not too cold. It's sunny every day. It hardly rains, and I can spend time at the beach. Now, the other main reason I moved to Mexico is because of my girlfriend and her family. Like I said, she was born and raised in Guadalajara, and over the last 3 years we spent in Canada getting her permanent residency in order, and now that it's finally approved, we can finally travel again. And of course, we came back to Mexico so she could spend time with her family in her hometown while also enjoying all the benefits Mexico has to offer, including this beautiful weather. So the next reason why I decided to move to Mexico is I have a remote job, so I work online 100% of the time, and it makes a lot more sense to be somewhere where my mental health is being taken care of. Like a lot of you know from Canada or anywhere cold, the winter can be really detrimental to your mental health. It's dark at 5 p.m. and the temperatures get as low as -30, -40. So it really affects not only my ability to work, but my ability to be happy. So during the winter, I'm really hoping to be able to keep coming back to Mexico or somewhere with a warmer climate, just because it makes the most sense for me personally and how my brain is wired. Razón número 4. Reason number 4. I want to learn Spanish. So if you know me, you know I've been working on my Spanish for the last few years, but this year in particular, I've been going hard. I've been taking probably at least 30 minutes of lessons per day, every single day for about 300 days at this point. I think I'm at day 307. So I figured what better way to become fluent at Spanish than to immerse myself in a Spanish-speaking country. Pues dime en los comentarios cómo es mi español. So another smaller reason why I moved out here is just I think it's gonna make my content a lot better. Back home, I've shot and done pretty much everything I can there. So being in a new place that I can explore, not to mention a tropical place, is really inspiring, and I think it's gonna take my content to that next level. So another reason is there's a lot less distractions out here. Moving from Toronto, there's such a big party scene out there, and if you know me personally, you know I recently quit drinking this past year. So moving out here just made it a little easier to distance myself from those distractions and just makes me avoid hanging out with people that really all we have in common is drinking. So being out here, other than the beach to distract me, there are zero distractions. Now, a big one on this list is the cost of living. Mexico is noticeably cheaper than Toronto. For example, I was paying $2,000 a month in rent in Toronto, and that was eating away at my bank account. So this one is a massive one for me. It is just overall cheaper for me to live, and in turn helps my mental health. So that is a double whammy. Now, speaking of affordability, my next reason for moving to Mexico is the food. Not only is it so cheap, it is so good. I have literally been eating 80-cent tacos every day for the last 2 months, and I am not even close to being sick of it. Not to mention all the other good food. We got mole, we got enchiladas, we got empanadas, we've got pozole, we've got carne asada, we've got everything. So I am really on a big Mexican food kick right now, as you probably understand. So that is why my second last reason is the food. And last but not least, as As you know, your boy is El Blanquito. I am very white, so my last reason for moving to Mexico is to get a killer tan. I have been so white my entire life, and if not white, I've gotten very red, so I'm hoping to get a permanent base tan out here and add a little color to my body. So there you have it. There are all my reasons for moving to Mexico. I might have forgot a few, but I'm too busy living my life out here. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed it, let me know what kind of content you want to see out here. I'm still going to be posting tutorials all the time, but I want to do a little bit more lifestyle content, some travel videos. So with that being said, I will see you guys next video. Peace.